O Chaos Emeralds, Gems of Miracles, please heed my call. I wish to save this world. I wish to cleanse my father's sin, and I wish to talk to Sonic once again. You have given me so many things. Now it is my time to return the favor. I care not what happens to me, but please heed my voice. Sonic, come back. To me. To us.
Thank you, Elise.
Hey everybody, it's the Rock 900. Welcome back to more Sonic the Hedgehog, the final story. That's right, guys. In this episode, we are finally taking on Solaris himself. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
That body of light is the sign of a super-dimensional life form. Standard attacks won't work on him. He eats dimensions for lunch. But there should be something that's anchoring him in this dimension. That's probably the light shells that can be seen on his body. If all of those are destroyed, he can be defeated.
Everyone! You need rings to stay in a super state, but maintaining this form consumes rings.
Make sure you don't run out of rings. If you're running low, use the Y button to switch to someone else.
Okay, this is Solaris in his first form. There are two forms. As you can see, my attacks on Sonic were not working.
I'll take care of this.
So what we're going to need to do is we're going to switch to Silver. We need to take out his armor. His armors are on his two arms. But we can only do this in this order. Silver, Shadow, and Sonic. Now, my guess is that Silver's probably going to be the least useful in this fight. Since his only main method of attack is just throwing crap at him. Now we're going to want to switch over to Shadow.
It's all you, Shadow! Understood. A super-dimensional being. This might even be a fair fight.
Okay, now to do this attack, you need to charge up Shadow's Chaos Spears by holding down the right trigger. You can also press and hold down the A button to boost, so you can avoid Solaris's attacks. Come on, you can break now. There we go. Now we're gonna switch over to Silver, and now over to Sonic.
Okay, alright, it's my turn. Let's have some fun, Solaris.
Okay, now this is one of Solaris's attacks. he will shoot a beam at you. But luckily for us, he will only shoot one beam at us. At least for now, that is. Alright, so let's circle it around. Okay, now that his entire body is no longer covered in armor, he is vulnerable. Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's all you, Shadow.
Time to switch out.
Understood. It's all you, Shadow.
Alright, we'll let Shadow finish this off. One more should do it. Oh yeah. That was easy.
Is it over? No, it's not over yet. I guess it's not gonna be that easy.
Alright guys, the final battle is here. So let's end this Let's Play once and for all. Finally, after 22 long episodes, we can finally end things off.
Is it impossible to defeat a super-dimensional being after all?
No, something's different. I can feel a large, powerful consciousness coming from Solaris.
What? A consciousness? That's it! That's his core! Even if we can't stop his force, we can stop his consciousness!
It's all you, Shadow.
Look! There's a strange thing in the middle of Solaris!
Understood.
Isn't that the core?
Okay! This is Solaris in his final form. His out of control form. Now, what you want to do is, the only way how he'll be vulnerable is if he launches an attack at you. AKA his beams. You need to wait until his beams attack you. Now, a little bit of something interesting about Solaris. Does he look familiar to you? Does he look like something from another Nintendo franchise? You guessed it. He looks just like the Triforce from The Legend of Zelda. But yeah. Hang on. I'll see if I can try to post a picture of it. Yeah. I want you to compare Solaris with this picture. Check it out. See any resemblance?
Good luck, Sonic.
I sure as heck did. In fact, I didn't find out about it until not that long ago. Okay. Now, Sonic, his attacking him is kind of awkward. The way how you could truly attack Solaris with Sonic, you need to hit him in the right spot, at the right angle. But unfortunately, I seem to not be doing it at the right angle. Try it again. There we go. Now I finally got him. Now what's really sad about Sonic, it takes a little while to charge up. But not as fast as Silver and Sonic. Excuse me, Shadows. Yeah, Sonic, you really don't want to piss him off. Okay, now he has not yet launched his devastating attack at us quite yet. So we still got some time. But like I said, you need to make sure that you attack Solaris when he's firing his beams at you. Sounds easy enough, right? By the way, I love the soundtrack that you're listening right now. This is the second form's final boss theme. Okay, so far, so good. Come on. Wow, he's just launching his beams at us like no one's business. Come on. Okay, this is his devastating attack right here.
Root of all our problems.
He will fire all of his beams. What's really cool about Silver,
I will protect the
as you see, he's launching these stuff at him, and yet there's no shield coming up to block their attacks. So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I think Silver's not going to do so much right at this point. So we'll see if we can finish this off with Sonic or Shadow. Okay, let's try it again. Oops. My bad. Alright.
The here and now that you've stolen, time to take it back.
Alright. Time to finish this off with Shadow. Come on. This will be enough. Come on. And there he goes. Solaris has finally been put down. His core is exploding, and he's pretty much done for. Ugh. And our final score is none other than
That was incredible.
a rank S. Okay, now that we have finally finished up the last and final boss of the game, this time I'm going to do something a little different. You know how there's the credits that usually roll, and I always stop at the end of that person's theme song? Not quite so with this one though. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the cutscenes.
Did you destroy it?
No. That is the true Solaris.
Look, Elise. This is Solaris, the flame of hope.
It's so beautiful.
When the flame has grown large enough, our world will change. Solaris will allow us to control time and move through history. People will be able to rectify past mistakes and avoid bitter fate.
Will we be able to see Mama?
Yes, Elise. We'll both be able to see your mother once again.
This is where everything began. Who knew such a tiny flame could bring such devastation? If we put out this flame, Solaris will never exist. And then we'll never have to worry about the flames of disaster, right? But our encounter... You and I will never meet. It will never have happened. To tell the truth, I don't care what happens to the world.
Elise, just smile.
Miss Elise? It felt like someone was calling me. I'm sure it's just the wind. Of course. But it felt so familiar somehow.
Whew, boy! Talk about an ending. But anyway, believe it or not, if you haven't been watching any of my videos from the past, normally at the end of each Let's Play, I leave you guys with a little hint. Unfortunately, this time, I actually have no idea for what game I'm going to do now. Which is why I'm going to be taking a longer time to figure out what game I'm going to do next. But, I'm letting you guys be in the spotlight for a while. From here on out, at the end of every Let's Play, if you have an idea of what Let's Play I could do in the future, be sure to subscribe to my channel and leave your idea in the comments below. I do read them. But anyway, let me see if I can piece together everything that has happened in the story. One for each Hedgehog and the final episode. In Sonic's story, Sonic's main goal was to protect Princess Elise as best as he could. But unfortunately, at one point, Elise had died on board Eggman's battleship, and it just completely decimated both Eggman and Elise. Thanks to him going back in time with the help of Silver, he was able to save both Princess Elise's and Eggman's life. I know, kind of ironic, isn't it? Silver's story, on the other hand, it talks about Silver's vengeance for Iblis for destroying his world. he swore to find a way how he could save his present timeline for what has happened in the past. And that was when Mephiles the Dark came in. Mephiles actually manipulated both Silver and Blaze into blaming Sonic the Hedgehog for causing this disastrous future. So he was sent out to try to kill Sonic, but little did he knew that he was aiming for the wrong target. The main target, after all, was Princess Elise. Thanks to Shadow for showing him the truth of what happened 10 years ago. Well, when the Solaris project malfunctioned and pretty much killed everyone except for Elise. So he swore vengeance from Mephiles for manipulating his mind, and thus found a way to seal away Iblis in the future. Which unfortunately, he was unsuccessful for sealing away Iblis inside himself. But unfortunately, Blaze had to step in because she says that her soul was already alit with flames. So because of this, she was sent to another dimension with Iblis, thus restoring peace to Crisis City. Now as for Shadow's story basically talks about him saving Rouge from Dr. Eggman's base in White Acropolis. Rouge was sent to recover a certain item called the Scepter of Darkness, which held Mephiles. It later shattered, thus releasing Mephiles, absorbing the shadow of Shadow the Hedgehog, and taking on the form of Shadow as well, and also gaining his powers as well. So yeah, after the second attempt on trying to seal away Mephiles, he was unsuccessful because Mephiles points out that he absorbed his powers through his shadow. What I'm saying is, what may have worked back then no longer did in the present time. But now, to ensure that the Iblis trigger would successfully release Iblis, which was to try to consume Princess Elise with so much despair, there was only one way to do so: killing Sonic. Which he succeeded in doing, but not entirely. Because Elise mentions inside the time-space rift that she still felt Sonic's presence in the wind. And that's for when Sonic's friends scattered about to the distant corners of the space-time rift to collect the Chaos Emeralds from all the well-known locations that we've been to, in attempting to save Sonic's life, which they were successful. And so, now that Sonic has been brought back to life, Shadow, Silver, and Sonic took to the skies and took on Solaris. And as it was revealed, Solaris can never truly be destroyed in that present form. He was only taken out by so much brute force that he went into its original state, being a tiny wisp of flame. But then, Elise then mentions that if she puts out Solaris, both Iblis and Mephiles would never exist. And therefore, the problems in the future would never have happened. And thus, because of that, because Blaze absorbed Iblis and sealed herself away in another dimension, it would never have happened, because there was no Iblis. Yeesh. Now that I'm finally finished messing with your guys' heads by talking about the story, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the rest of this up to you guys. So, I just want to say, thank you all so much for watching, and thank you for being so patient with me because of all the stuff that's been happening to me over the past month. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less, I don't know. But anyway, like I said, thank you all so much for watching, and if you would like to help this channel grow, leave a like, add it to your favorite, or share it with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. This has been the D-Rock 100, and I am signing out. See you guys in my next Let's Play.